Hello everybody, so today you join us in a field of bales. So in the last video you saw us combining and baling our own homegrown winter wheat. Where we are today is our neighbour's field that we buy the straw, we bale it, we take it home. But today we are not baling and we're not even picking up. We are here because some of the field got rained on. So it rained before I finished baling. I don't really know what's left, probably 5 or 6 acres I would imagine. So today is Tuesday the 15th of August. There's two fields here. These two were cut Thursday, Friday of last week. So Thursday was when I was baling. So Thursday was when we were combining and baling our own wheat. So I got up here Friday afternoon to start baling and there's a big field here and a smaller one over there. A lot of trees next to the small one. We knew there was a chance we weren't going to get it finished before the rain came on Saturday, so I baled the small field, completely finished that one and did a good chunk of this one. There's probably 5 or 6 acres left here that I just didn't get to, despite being out here till about midnight Friday night. I'd had enough by then, time to go home, and it rained 10 o'clock Saturday, and we have had bits and pieces of rain since then. But not a massive amount, but it is wet right through to the bottom. So top is dried out now and we've had a dry day. I think we had some rain yesterday Monday morning, but a dry afternoon and a dry morning so far today, and the rain has gone right through, so the swaths are wet to the bottom. I came up an hour or so ago and checked to see what was happening, and this is what I looked at. So I pulled this out to see what it was like. And that is now dry. You could bale that bit now. We have got the rake. So what I want to try and do is I want to run up with the edge of the rake up the centre of the swath. I want to try and split the swath. If we can do that without wasting straw, making a mess, we're going to have a go at that. Give us twice as many swaths but smaller to hopefully dry out quicker. So let's see what happens. The drill just gone past, ready for starting next year's crop. So I've got the rake set out, not quite as wide as it'll go, but wider than we normally run. So we're only going to be using one rotor. So we're just turning, not raking. So what I've done is I've pushed it out, and that then hopefully give us a wider swath between the curtain and the inside of the tines, so that we're not trying to push too much straw into too small a gap. That's the theory anyway. Whether it'll work, time will tell. Right, let's see how we go. So I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the run that is away from the row of bales I left. So I'm not quite sure what room we're going to have between the swaths, if I can split it. I don't yet know where I've got to drive to be able to split it, so it's all a bit of a learning curve. Seems to be going okay at the moment. Right, let's get out. See what's happening. Okay, so this is what we've just turned. That's actually not as wet as I was expecting. But we're making a nice neat swath there. And not wasting any straw, so we're not leaving a mess behind. And we've got half We're taking a knife just about half of the swath. So this swath is actually a bit drier than the one I showed a minute ago. Let's check that one. But splitting them is certainly going to work. It's going to take twice as long, but it should provide a better result. Yeah, that's not as these are actually not as wet as that first one I looked at. But we're going to move it all anyway, and hopefully, yeah, that's not as wet as it could be. So minor little change of plan. We are now running with both the rotors down, just to create a tidier swath. A little bit of straw is getting thrown past the curtain, but the other rotor can tidy it back up again. So I think over the 3 or 4 days this has been down, we've had about 15 millimeters of rain. So it's not a lot, it could be a lot worse, but it's too much to expect it to dry out. These are 30-foot swaths, 30-foot combine, and they're wet into the bottom. So we've got to move it to dry it out, because today, Tuesday is dry, Wednesday is dry, Thursday morning is dry. And if we move today, hopefully we should bail tomorrow. It's drier than I was expecting. So some swaths seem to be damper than others. This one we've got very little dust coming out of, but some it's like they're straight out the back of the combine, with a big cloud of dust leaving. So I guess they've all had the same rain. It depends how tightly packed together they are, how much they've dried out in the meantime. So we're just rolling over the second side now. So we split half the swath into there, that one there, and then we're driving close to it now, and basically just tipping it over onto fresh ground, bringing the damp from underneath, leaving it on the top. So that is it, we have got to the other side. So we'll just check, see how damp it is up this end. Not too bad there. It's pretty good actually. Right, so it is later in the same evening now, and the baler is going. So we've had perfect drying conditions. The sun has been here all the time. We've had a nice bit of breeze, and hopefully you can tell how dry the straw is now. So we're making a start. Probably won't get it all done tonight. There's a good bit here to go, still to go, but it's making good progress. So we are into the next day now, and everything got baled last night, so that's good. I didn't expect to rake it and bale it the same day, but it was hot, it was sunny, it was windy, just perfect weather for drying the straw out. And splitting the swaths, it did take twice as long to rake it, but I think it dried it faster, and in those big 30-foot swaths, it was just too much for the rake. As the rotor come round on when you were doing a full swath, it was too much volume of crop there. It just spat it out the back and made a mess. So splitting it was kind of the only way. It's the way I wanted to do it. It's the only way it really could be done. So anyway, it's all baled. Now we just got to haul it. But that will be a vintage Thursday. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.